Look at claims that the Earth's poles have shifted and the sun is rising and setting in the wrong place. I've seen a number of claims by people on YouTube and elsewhere saying that the sun is rising in a different place to where it should be. People are used to seeing the sun rising with maybe a particular landmark, a tree or a building or something like that, and they've suddenly noticed that, hey, the moon or the sun is rising in the wrong place, and they're thinking that the poles have shifted, or Nibiru has tilted the Earth, or that there's something weird going on with the sun. So we're going to have a look at what's going on here. This is actually something that's quite normal. It happens every single year. Some of you may know that the shortest and longest day is around about June 21st, 22nd and December 21st, 22nd, depending of course whether you're living in the northern or southern hemisphere. I live in New Zealand, which is southern hemisphere, so I've set Starry Night here to Wellington, New Zealand. And at the moment I've got it set to 21st of June, and the sun is just coming up on the horizon. It rises at 7:46:55 seconds AM, so I've just got it parked right on the horizon at the moment. Now you'll notice that I've got the grid showing here, and the sun is at around about 60 degrees on the horizon, or if we check on the info here with the azimuth reading, it's at 58 degrees, nearly 59 degrees on the horizon. Now if we change the date and the month, you'll see that the sun's position where it is rising will actually shift over towards the south here. Okay, center of the screen at the moment we've got due east, okay, 90 degrees due east, and we're at about 58 degrees there. We're going to see it progressing south as we change the date. Now I'll just explain too that this green line here is the ecliptic. Now that is the apparent path that the sun takes through our sky. Just shift this back to due east. Where are we? 90 degrees in the center there. Okay, so now I'm going to change the date, and we're watching this green line in the position of the sun here. So 1 month at a time. Here we go. August, September, October, November, December. So now the other thing that's happening too is we're approaching summer in the southern hemisphere. The sun is going to be much higher in the sky at the same time of the morning. So the other thing I'm going to do is bring the time back to just when the sun is setting, sun is rising rather. So here is the sun on the horizon, and now it is at 122 degrees on the horizon. So we've shifted from here over to here. It's quite normal, happens every single year, and again as we progress through the months it's going to start heading back to where we started, back June 21. And again now it's earlier in the morning, so I'm going to have to bring the time back up to about 7:46, and we've got the sun right back where we started. So nothing unusual, it's quite normal. The poles haven't shifted, the earth hasn't tilted, the sun hasn't moved from where it should be. It's just part of the seasons, just like we have the shortest day and the longest day. We have the sun moving on the horizon, and the same thing happens with the moon. You'll find that the moon will rise in a different place on the horizon. Be sure to check out my discussion page, Voices of Reason to Explain X, or VORTEX. You'll find a link to my Facebook page in the description box. Thank you for watching. Hello YouTube. Today we're taking a look at claims that the Earth's poles have shifted and the sun is rising and setting in the wrong place. I've seen a number of claims by people on YouTube and elsewhere saying that the sun is rising in a different place to where it should be. People are used to seeing the sun rising with maybe a particular landmark, a tree or a building or something like that, and they've suddenly noticed that, hey, the moon or the sun is rising in the wrong place, and they're thinking